Hello everyone, this is your pilot Silver. Hope you are all doing well. Let's talk about 737 MAX, which comes bundled in the standard version of MSFS 24. This was launched back in November, and this aircraft is a default aircraft. We all know the launch of the sim was bad, but now ASOBO and Microsoft had more than half a year to fix the sim, and particularly this aircraft which we are going to talk about. Right now, we are cruising at flight level 350, and the airspace correction, and leaving the airspace of Bangalore. We are headed to Patna, which has a runway only a little more than 6,000 feet. So we are going to put this aircraft up to some challenges, okay, and let's see how it goes. The runway is short, but it has all the nav aids, VOR, ILS, RNP approaches all available. Okay, so before getting into that, let's do a walk around and explore the cabin textures and check how the aircraft behaves in setting up from cold and dark, taxi, and takeoff. You might have seen some other videos on YouTube where the aircraft can't take off because of the trim issues. So we will check if that has been fixed. Okay. We will also discuss at the end, can you use this aircraft for bat sim flying? Okay. So let me take you back to the gate where this flight started. Thank you. So here we are taking a walk around the aircraft, looking at the textures. Look at that, this beautiful carbon fiber plates of Max, the fins. Textures, in my opinion, are really high quality. Outside textures. Look at this landing here, and this undercarriage. So Asobo has done 3D mapping with the real 737, and they were very proud of this. Okay. See, nothing seems like a 2D model, everything is a 3D model. Like sometimes, even in PMDG aircrafts, I see 2D textures, but see, look at this 80 winglets. Okay, passengers are boarding. These stairs are from GSX, not okay. Let's go to the front now. We'll go to the front and take a look inside the cabin. So here we are inside the cabin. This is our cabin crew welcoming us. Hey. Okay, passengers are also boarding. So what I noticed is a 3-class configuration ASOBO has provided for the seating, and see, even the inside textures are really nice HD. I mean, I even notice ray tracing inside the cabin. It's really nice. Okay, the infotainment system is also there. These are for rich people, business class. Everything is nice. The textures are for me. Okay. Now let's go inside the cockpit and prepare our aircraft for takeoff. So basically, I have seated here in my pilot's captain's seat. The thing is, I usually fly from the right side, but I could not see any option to put the tablet on the right side, so I settled here on the left seat. uh, in the future obviously I'll be upgraded as a captain, but I like to fly from the right side seat today in the sim also, but because of the tablet I couldn't do it. Anyways, I'm not going to show you complete full pre-flight procedures, then it's gonna be very long video. So what I'll do is I'll just set up everything and prepare the aircraft, taxi, startup, everything, and uh, I'll meet you directly at the hold shot of the runway. So here we are holding shot on the runway 27 right. Okay, so basically we know the aircraft had a history of problems with the takeoff, so what we will do is a very shallow takeoff because the trim was overpowering the aircraft, so we will not use much of elevator to see if the problem is fixed. Usually when we are taking off we use around 3 degree per second of rotation, but I won't be doing that in this takeoff. It will be a very shallow takeoff. Okay, and let's check. So we're lining up. Also I have trimmed the aircraft correctly. Landing lights on. %, N1. Toga. So I have set a button on my throttle quadrant for Toga, and that's what I've been using. In my experience, the Toga button has been working perfectly. Even the FMA, now you can see it's showing thrust hold. I know it's difficult for you to read, but rotate, positive rate, gear up. So as you can see, I'm using not very unusual rotation, small rotation. Still the aircraft is climbing fine. Hello everyone, so now we are turning finals. I have skipped all the cruise and we are turning finals. We are doing an RNP approach. Okay, so I'm throwing an RNP approach on this aircraft because doing an RNP approach is a little difficult to program on these aircrafts on the sim. So let's see how it performs. So as you can see on my ND on the right, I have created a circle of 3 nautical miles on the final approach fix. So we will engage V nav and set the missed approach altitude, the MDA, and autopilot, auto throttle, everything will be engaged, and we will see how this aircraft behaves. Does it behave how it should on the VNAV approach on finals? So basically, after this VNAV approach at minimums, we'll be doing a go around missed approach procedure, and I will set up for ILS and then we will land. So as you can see, I'm reaching at the center of the fix now, the final approach fix. So here the aircraft should start descending. Also, I'm not showing you how to set up the VNAV approach. There will be a different video for that. We are just basically checking the max. And it does behave properly, and it has started descending. The next challenging part comes when we set up the missed approach altitude. Because then some aircrafts do tend to start climbing if it is not programmed well. So that's what we are doing now. Setting the missed approach altitude. Okay, it's still descending. It is behaving properly. I'm satisfied. The visibility is not very nice. Now the PAPI lights are visible.
Approaching minimums.
Sorry for the choppy video. Now we have approached minimums.
400. Minimums.
I'm pressing toga. It's not responding properly.
200.
Okay, manual thrust going around.
100.
Ha! That was scary. So basically, the toga buttons did not respond now. During takeoff it worked well, but not here. Flaps 15. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, after we went around, I did the missed approach procedure, and I'm again lining up. I'm lined up on finals for the opposite runway for an ILS approach now. So right now you can see we're on finals, descending on the glide slope. So the problem with this ILS approach is, as soon as the approach was armed, I noticed on the annunciator FMA that rollout and flare were armed, and it's not even me attempting to do an auto land, it's automatically engaged auto land. It should only happen when I press the second autopilot button, which I did not do. So I just let it go. Let's see if it does perform the auto land without me setting up for the auto land.
Sync rate 400.
So it's all the
Approaching
aircraft doing
minimums.
by itself. This thing great,
300.
it's scary. In a real world, it would have been a missed approach way before this.
Minimums. 200.
Again, this the aircraft doing all this by itself. Auto
Sink rate.
land.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nice landing on the touchdown point, but that's not how you approach the runway. Okay, now let's talk about what happened. We are taxiing back. We are taxiing in gate now. The auto land was not armed. I just had armed the approach. The aircraft took the auto land by itself. It engaged auto land by itself. I also just did not disengage the autopilot and just let it go. And it did complete the auto land when it shouldn't have, because it was not set up for that. Anyway, as we are taxiing in, let's talk about my thoughts. What do I think about this aircraft? So overall, as a default aircraft, this is the best I have seen. Okay, by ASOBO or by Microsoft. There are flaws, yes, definitely. But the ultimate question is, can you do auto land? My pardon, can you do VATSIM flying? Yes, you can do VATSIM flying with this aircraft. All the avionics, autopilot, VNAV, LNAV, level change, everything is working as expected. So the basics this aircraft has done right. And something like auto land can be tricky even for the big developers who are just making the standalone aircrafts, not the whole sim. So I will let it go, but there are other flaws as well, like the autopilot disengage sound. It doesn't belong to this aircraft. I think it has been taken from 787, and this auto land behavior also I think has been taken from 787. I have never flown 787, so I don't know exactly. Don't take my word for it, but that's what I think. So those are my final thoughts about this aircraft. That's what that's how it is in July 2025. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead. Please like and subscribe. I am planning the 737 classic video by CSS. Keep subscribed if you want to watch that. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.